Hi there, this is Joanne from TrueAuthenticPower.com from Tapping.me, and I'm also the creator of the program Catapulting to Confidence. I wanted to talk today about the detriments of chasing success. And the reason I want to talk about that is because you can look all over the internet and there are messages from entrepreneurs who are pushing and pushing and pushing, and you can feel it in their energy. And some of them are very successful, and yet they're still pushing and pushing. It doesn't feel like it's coming from a genuine desire to create more. It feels like almost an obsessive kind of thing, like they can't turn it off. And that's the reason why I wanted to tell this story today. I had a client years ago, a young guy. He was probably, I don't know, maybe late 30s, I guess, maybe early 40s. I don't remember exactly his age, but, young enough. And he came in by the advice of someone that had come to me, and he was talking about his success. Now, he was in business with his brother, and they had a family business that was very successful. He was groomed to be successful. He was raised to think successfully, push forward, make more money, be the top guy, all that kind of stuff, which he did for another company. And then he and his brother went into business. He started talking to me about, I have more money than I know what to do with. Now, I don't know what that meant to him, but suffice it to say, he was very comfortable financially, didn't need more. And I think he said, I have more money than I could ever spend. There were words like that in his description. And so he wasn't coming to me for opening up blocks about money. Obviously, he was coming to me about a back problem, about obsessive thinking, about success, pushing, got to make more, be the best on the treadmill of success. And some people who are on that treadmill don't even know they're on it. So we started tapping on what he was trained to believe, as all of us are trained to believe something, good, bad, or indifferent. We all pick up those beliefs from other people around us. And success was number one. Now, here was the interesting thing. Everybody in his family had the same backache. Now, people who don't understand energy would say, well, that's genetic or that's heredity or something along that line. And in a way it is, but it's an energetic downline. It's an energetic download. And the pain in his back was the frustration of all the pushing, have to. Now, he came to the realization of he didn't want to do that anymore, but he was in conflict with his brother who did. And his brother hadn't gotten to the point of, I don't have to push anymore. I don't have to be constantly seeking, constantly, on that treadmill, that chasing. When you listen to some people who are like that, they can't turn it off. They don't know how. It's like an ingrained belief that they have to keep building and pursuing and pushing, and you can feel it in their energy. It doesn't feel joyous as much as it feels like, I've got to. And that kind of energy will bite you, most likely, somewhere along the line. You can't constantly be chasing. You can't constantly be saying, is there more? Is there more? Is there more? Especially when, what's the point? For me, and maybe this isn't the case for them. Maybe they just have this ego thing, or I have to prove, whatever there is, there's something underneath that's driving that bus, as it is for all of us. What I'm trying to get across is, what are you reaching for? Is it to prove yourself? Is it to be the best and to, kick the competition in the rear? What is your motivation? Is it to be happy? Is it to feel joyous about your life? Because there's a certain set of criteria that's going to unfold when you have those different belief systems. So today's topic is about, what are you chasing? And are you chasing the right thing? There was an interesting, I think it's on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. There was an interesting interview with Marie Forleo and Susie Batiste, who is the founder of Poo-Pourri. And she had different businesses, was pushing, had a couple of bankruptcies. And then she started pulling back and saying, what is it I really want? And what she really wanted was happiness. So if you're chasing what you think success or fame or money or the constant pushing, make sure you're aspiring to the right goal and dream, because there are plenty of miserable, unhappy people that you may not know are unhappy because they chased the wrong dream. And they're constantly on the treadmill of, I've got to do better, I've got to do more. That's not necessarily about money. That could be about proving yourself. That could be about, I'm trying to convince others that I have a purpose and a worth. Make sure you're looking after the right goal in mind. I wanted to share this story only because I was really stunned when he said, I have more money, have more than I need. I have more money than I could ever spend. And whether or not that's true, that's not the point. The feeling is, when is enough enough? When was he going to be able to live what he wanted to live? And I don't even think he knew what that was. But he's a young man. He gets to explore that. He gets to talk about that. He gets to think about it. And he has the cushion of more money than he could ever need to figure that out, to have his heart and soul sing. That back problem was nothing more than tension and tightness in his body saying, oh, could you just get off my back? It's so funny how energy works and the messages it brings. I've heard it said that our body is our subconscious mind. So what is your body living? What is your body screaming about? What is your body trying to tell you that your subconscious is saying, I'm trying to get your attention? Think about what it is. What is the bottom line that you want? What is it really that you want? If it's happiness, then start creating things that make you happy. Start going for those people, places, and situations that bring you joy. That doesn't mean you negate anything else you have to do. It just means that if you want to cultivate happiness, you've got to put your focus on that. What makes you happy? And start to see what can evolve from that. I hope this brings you some help. I don't have any more insights than you do. I may have lived longer. I may have seen some patterns or things, but I promise you, you are the one who knows what's best for you. The sooner you get that message, the sooner you understand that that's true and start listening to your intuition instead of the messages, the beliefs, what other people have told you. They were taught what they were taught. That doesn't mean it's right for you. They learned what they learned and they passed it on to you. It doesn't mean that it's right for you. You've got to start listening to your heart and soul. And the sooner you do that, the better off your life will be, the better off you'll be, the happier you'll be. I've known a lot of people, myself included. It took me a long time to get to that point where I'd stopped listening to other people and started listening to myself. I hope this helps. I hope it gives you some incentive to start listening to those nudges. Start listening to your intuition that others may blow off. What do they know? They're not in your chemistry. They're not in your life. They're not in your energy. They're not in your soul. So nobody really can tell you how to do it except for you. And do you really want to develop body problems, backaches, mindsets that's gotta chase, gotta chase, gotta chase? If that's fun for you, then, then it's coming from a healthy place. But if it's, I got to prove myself, or I'm pushing, or I got to be best, that competition, that's not really, well, you decide for yourself. You don't have to listen to me. My point is, I just want you to get in touch with what you want and need instead of what you've been taught and told, because nobody knows better than you what's right for you. This is Joanne from TrueAuthenticPower.com, from tapping.me, and I really hope that this helps you listen to your own gut. The nudges are there when you start listening. Bye-bye for now.